Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for iPad today is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
Coming up, it's a gaming extravaganza, and I'm in it to win it.
I love that. Plus, order your apps alphabetically, a Siri patent dispute, and what to do when you need to wipe your iPad.
All that and Chromatic for sheet music on iPad today.
iPad Today is brought to you by Audible.com. To download the free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/iPad Today. And by 99 Designs, the world's largest graphic design marketplace. 99 Designs connects businesses seeking quality, affordable designs with a community of more than 270,000 graphic designers. Visit 99designs.com/iPad Today to receive a free Power Pack upgrade valued at $99. And by Gazelle, the fast and simple way to sell your used gadgets. Find out what your used iPhone, iPad, or other Apple product is worth at Gazelle.com. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Leo Laporte.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
I'm not the governor. We can't both be the governor.
Can there be two governors?
I don't.
I think they could be.
Has there ever been two governors of a state?
Not in one state, but there could be two states next door, and
True.
they could shake hands over the border.
Happens all the time.
Sarah Palin could see Russia. I could see Minnesota.
Sure. Well, she's been watching the Olympics from her house.
That was a funny meme.
I thought that.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is the show where we talk about the iPad.
That's correct.
And we love the iPad.
That's
Sarah
also
and I.
correct.
And so when we can sit down once a week and talk about the iPad, man, we're dang happy. Dang happy.
You know, you have been using the stand of yours for a few weeks now, and sometimes you have a little bit of an issue where it stops being sticky and it falls a little bit.
So sometimes you have an issue where your pants don't go all the way down. Do I comment on that?
Oh my God.
Miss High Water?
I did that on purpose.
Oh, that's a look?
Yeah, they're rolled up. You're supposed to show a little ankle.
I'm just teasing you. Yeah, sometimes this does fall off.
Yeah.
But I fixed it. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Watch.
But no, it's cool. It's cool. You talked about this a few weeks ago.
It's from a company called Decky, D-E-K-K-E.
You're liking it, though.
It's called The Slope, and yeah, I really like it. So this is some sort of space-age material, the same stuff geckos put on their feet. And you could use it to hold your socks up if you wanted. And it is a removable, it's kind of like one of the magic 3M things. It's a removable stickum. So, but every once in a while it loses its stickiness, and you refresh it just by cleaning it off.
But it's lasting.
Oh yeah.
That's super cool.
Well, you know, you've seen me, and I wanted it to be sticky today because we're gaming, and I thought I need to be able to. This needs to hold.
Well, you're
firm.
you're hard on your iPad.
I bang on that.
You're a tough toucher.
I am.
So, you know, it just feel sorry for the
It's
iPhone.
the way I am. It's the way I'm built. It's the way I'm made. I am a
You're a tough toucher.
tough toucher.
So, all right,
Who do you feel sorry for?
for the iPad.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna go any farther than that. Come on. So this is show 188.
Holy cow.
188. I know. We're creeping up to 200 shows.
We're gonna get right one day.
What are we gonna do when we're past 200 shows?
Feel old?
Have a party?
Yeah.
Now, I suggested, let the record state, you guys don't know this, this is an insider story, that right around 100 shows, I thought we should have a party, and Leo went, you know how many shows I've done in my life? We're not doing a party just because we get to 100 episodes. Let's talk when we get to 500.
I'm a little cranky about that.
Mm-hmm.
I am an old school broadcaster. I don't feel broadcasters should congratulate themselves on anything.
Yeah, I guess that's
and
true.
celebrating that you've done 100 or even 200 shows is a little self-congratulatory. People don't come here to watch us celebrate. They come here to learn about the iPad. Be entertained.
Well, but if you've been here since the very beginning, you could enjoy a little balloon and cake.
You know what? Okay. It's not our 200th show. It might be theirs.
Your 200th show.
You see?
And that's what's most important.
That's what
We've
counts.
barely been here. We're just vessels.
We're just
for
vessels.
your entertainment.
Exactly.
So, all right, so we're talking about gaming today, and this is a very common theme. We love talking about gaming because really, when you look at the App Store, in a way, there should be the App Store and then the game store, because there are so many games that are coming out all the time of varying qualities. But it's a great category for us to revisit regularly.
Well, and I'm a gamer, and I have to say, as much as I like PC games, which are my favorite, console games, love them, there's something about the kind of casual games that you get on an iPad that you can carry with you, you can play whenever you want. I think it's a great gaming platform. And in fact, I think, I may be wrong, but I think the stats back me up that more gaming time is spent, more gaming money is spent on the iPad than anywhere else.
So we talked about Tengami, which was your app cap last
like that?
week.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it, but I'll show you actually. I was mentioning that
You couldn't get past that door, right?
I couldn't get, well, it's not a door, I'm just gonna show you because it's driving me freaking nuts. I've been playing it, and my issue with games is that I have some sort of a mental block where I'm not good at them. Continue.
Well, you're good at a certain kind of game.
I'm good at a certain kind of game, but like strategy stuff or puzzles, I seem to have a problem with. Okay, so here's the deal.
This is a game you play because it's beautiful and it can be a little challenging.
Why is it closing?
Well, you didn't act fast enough.
No, but okay, check this out.
Act today. Ah, maybe you need to do
Weird,
something.
right?
Yeah, so this is where you're stuck?
Yeah, I can't get up the freaking stairs.
Well, I think it's just, it's operator error.
Well,
maybe the wolf comes down the stairs. You ever think of that?
no, he's just.
Ah, now you can go up the stairs. Try now, because the wolf's out of the way. Quick, quick. No, tap the fire.
Ah.
Yeah, when the thing's open. Anybody got an idea?
Told you.
How do you do that?
I mean, I was working on this for 2 hours yesterday.
Well, yeah, and then what's silly is it's just that you're not tapping something right.
But
So it's not like there's any. Ooh,
come
boy,
on,
that
you
dog is
freaking
mad.
wolf. I know, he's so mean.
Maybe is
All right,
the wolf
can I just?
keeping you?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this is Tengami.
It's a
Leo
beautiful
talked
game.
about it last week, but I
haven't gotten that far.
I wanted to vent and hope that somebody could give me a great answer for what I'm doing wrong. Because all that happens is the wolf just keeps yelling and growling.
Maybe you need something to hold it down, somebody says.
Well, like what?
Like what? I know you don't have anything, do you?
No, I have nothing. I'm just a little two-dimensional paper man.
Give it the two-finger tap.
Two-finger
You know
tap.
about that, right?
No.
No, neither do I.
I don't think that's a
It's
thing.
a thing? Okay.
Give it the two. Loquacious. That's what happens to you when you listen to the chat room. You guys you think
what I
this is
do.
so funny.
That's what I do.
All right. Well, anyway, that was your game from last week. It actually is a really nice game. It's beautiful, but I can't do anything with it.
Well,
It's
I'm
not
going to do
the
some
right game
research,
for me.
and I'll be back later. Or should I stay?
You should stay.
Okay.
You should stay. Do you want to see a game, though, that I am enjoying?
Yeah.
And I don't even really know why, because it's somewhat nonsensical. Oop. Is Adventure Time Card Wars. Nope, that's not right. That's someone named Marcy's phone number. Card Wars. There we go. This is, I don't know, this is probably better for you than me. You know the Adventure Time show, right?
Was it? No.
It's like a Comedy Central thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm doing is...
Is it a card game?
Yeah, it is. It's a card game where I'm on this side, and I play, basically, I have to put down parts of a world, and then my opponent's on the other side. So this is me, and this is him. Now I can go ahead and say, all right, replace cornball with mouthball, yes. And then I can say, at this point,
So this is like Magic the Gathering for morons.
Yeah, I guess that's what you would say. Mm-hmm.
What is this? What is this game? You spent all your magic points. Oh, so now it's a turn-based, so there's a round, and that's kind of fun. You know, it is. It's like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering or one of them card games.
See, I'm whooping him. Okay, now I have to defend.
So you chose your cards well. Oh,
Crap.
it's a lot like Pokemon. Yeah. It's kind of animated though. Your creature defeated an opposing creature, and it dropped a loot chest.
Oh, okay.
Can you play the loot? Oh.
If you beat this quest, you'll be able to open the chest and claim the goodies.
So beat the quest. Beat the quest.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. Shoot.
Ooh.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Tap to you. Yeah. You're doing great.
Thank you.
And I like a game where you don't have to know what the hell you're doing, and still you can do great.
I mean, it's like some sort of an acid trip, really.
What's this called?
It's called Card Wars Adventure Time.
Okay, and
Do you want me to floop the cornball?
Floop it.
All right. What's happening? Hard to say.
You ever have a moment where you just feel like perhaps now you really are too old for the world?
Yep, and this is it.
Right now. Maybe it's time to go in the home, you and me. The kids
Decrease
today,
the attack of all corn creatures by
it's
1.
worse than rock and roll.
Ow! Ow! Went too quick. Went too quick. I have a very hard time explaining games where I'm trying really hard not
You
to
lost.
die.
You got to build up your deck
more. Try crafting new cards at the forge or
Okay,
go
can I
purchase
just say-
an algebraic chest.
No, thank you.
You don't like it?
Have you ever seen a game where
You're the
there's-
dweeb, you lose. You know, that's not very nice. If you quit now, you will lose.
you get 16 pieces, the other guy gets 16 pieces. You move the pieces according to preset rules.
That's what
One
I do.
person wins the game by capturing the other person's king. You ever hear of a game like that? Wouldn't it be cool if somebody invented something like chess?
Oh, that. You always weasel in a chess mention every time we do.
This is great, and I play this game all the time. It's free. If you have a chess.com membership, you get as I do, you get a little few more benefits, but you can play different kinds. You can play live against somebody in speed chess online right now. You can also play offline chess, kind of like postal chess. I'm playing in some various tournaments and so forth. So this is a position. You make a move. You see how long you've got. I've got 22 hours to make my move, that kind of thing. There's also tactics in here, which is really fun. You can improve your chess playing skill. And all of this stuff is free. You get a little bit more if you pay. Chess.com is a website that's been around for a long time. And while this isn't gorgeous, it is. I've tried. You know, I like to play chess. It's one of my hobbies. This is a pretty serious version of chess. My favorite version. They also have. You can play against the computer on this if you wish. I personally like to play against humans. It's free. Chess.com, and it makes a little more sense to me than flooping.
Well,
There's no
yeah,
flooping
I
in this
know.
game.
That game is a little difficult for me.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm supposed to floop the knight. How would I know that? I was just flooping the cornball, which is probably...
Dang it!
It's like, you know, it's like the pawn of Adventure Time. How often do you complete a chess game, would you say? Because I know you are playing chess all the time.
So I'm in
see
a
you
tournament
doing it.
right now that I started 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
What does that even? I don't even understand what that means.
Well, okay. So in fact, these are some of the games from that tournament. It was a tournament where if you win, you continue to play another round and another round. I think this is round 4 of the qualifiers tournament. So we've been playing, not these people, I've been playing this particular game I've been playing maybe for a couple of weeks. So in this game, in this tournament, you have 1 day per move, but you can have as many as 3 days per move. So I'm also playing some people who are fans, like RD Mart is a fan of the show.
Okay.
And we're playing together. He's beating my pants off. And so this is 19 moves in. We've probably been playing for a couple of days, but we have 2 days per move, so it can move faster or slower. He has a time limit. He can go as fast as he wants.
Is there, I mean, chess.com, as you mentioned, has been around for a long time.
It's one of the best. There are other chess clubs online, but I really like this game.
And why is it better?
You know, it's hard to describe. I think that what you get for free is very good.
Oh, okay.
You can play against real people. You know, one of the things that changed in chess over the last few years, it started in 1997 when a computer, Deep Blue, beat the world chess champion for the first time. And computers have now gotten better than humans. So even an iPad can play better than 99.9% of all humans. So I don't like to play machines. Machines, they play differently, they beat you. I like to play real human beings, and so this is a great place to meet people online. I've played with people. The last round of the tournament I played with, there was a guy from. I was the only guy from the United States. People from Denmark, from Australia, from South America, from Africa, from all over the world, and that's kind of fun. Playing a guy from Malta right now, that's kind of fun. And you can say, "How's the weather there?" And it's really cool. But okay, I know you're looking for something a little more intellectual.
Yeah, I thought so. You know.
So this is from Chill and Go. What else do? They do Angry Bird. No, Cut the Rope.
I think Chilingo does cut the rope, doesn't it?
No, that's not got the right.
That's Rovio. No, that's
Rovio's Angry Birds.
I can't
Anyway,
keep them straight anymore.
this is a game. You're a naked man on a bicycle in snow country, and your job is to ride around and capture things. You're actually chasing this young lady. She's a snowman. You'll see in a second. And she's rolled away from you. It's true love gone wrong.
Oh.
Your job is to play the character of Dennis.
Okay.
And catch the
Your
maiden.
true love.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's called
Icicle.
on Thin Ice. You thought I was saying icicle, but I was saying icicle like bicycle without a B.
Yeah.
So let's skip all this and we'll go ahead. This is kind of cool. So here she. Oh, wait a minute. There goes the head. There goes the head. Let's go get it. Oh, it rolls away. Now I can jump and roll some more and jump and roll some more. Whoa! Whoa! I think I jumped a little too much. Let's try that one again. The idea is much like Cut the Rope and the other games, Angry Birds, where you're trying to get the maximum amount of stars per level. Whoa! And it's fun. You know, this is a kind of a cute little game. I like it a lot. Not very expensive, a couple of bucks. It's called Icycle.
I like the graphics. I don't know what you call that. It's sort of like a...
It's 2D. So this is a platformer, and the graphics look like cut out construction paper, sort of.
A little bit,
Now
yeah.
we have some. This is kind of nice. There's some challenges. So find the hidden pair of moon boots, and you have to have a power-up item. And I'll show you the power-up items. You can go shopping in the store here, and buy a little power-up items as you collect ice. This is one of them freemium games where you can buy more ice. You don't need to, so don't buy more ice. Here's all the levels to catch the snow woman. Scrapbook of Dreams. I don't even know what that is. Drink Mocha Coma. I don't know. Some of this stuff is obscure. It is Icicle on Thin Ice. Actually, I think it's really kind of a fun game. Yeah.
I like the graphics. I think.
Yeah,
what does it remind me of?
cute.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of. It's like a retro. I don't know.
It's retro, isn't it? Yeah.
It seems that way.
It's like
I'm not
cut-
exactly sure
It's like cut paper.
what that's called. It sort of reminds me of, like a 70s disco.
Yeah.
But it's snow.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me claustrophobic. Is he gonna get crushed in there?
No.
No.
But he can if you aren't. This is the first level. I've played past this level, but I don't know why I keep getting to here. So let's go to the next level. And then you can buy an extra spare wheel, or I don't know, what is that? Extra spare wheel, you don't have enough ice for that. I already bought a hat, but I currently have lost my hat. So I'm just a naked guy on a bicycle. It's a man versus the elements.
This is a lot more challenging than I thought at first.
Would you? Yeah, well, I was only playing the first level.
Yeah, but this is, I mean,
But there's no timer. You can take your time doing it. And
yeah.
I think it's kind of fun. You'll see I can't get squished in, like here, you could get squished if you're not careful in these little ice elevators and stuff.
I need there to be some sort of a study conducted that explains why people like you are good at this and people like me can't handle
You think
them.
this is good?
I think yes. I already would have been crying and uninstalled it by now.
I think a lot of people like this kind of game. So if you do, I think this is
I like
nicely
watching it. It's
kind of
just,
fun, huh?
Yeah, it's just it's frustrating if you're not good.
Right.
But that's the thing. There's a patience thing going on. This is really cool.
I just thought the design, I don't know, spoke to me. Chill and Go does great stuff. I'm trying to remember what it's
Okay,
not.
well, let's look it up instead of just
I guess
wondering.
we could do
We
that.
could do that.
Yeah.
Chilingo, makers of games you might love,
Called?
such as.
Yes.
Such as. Come on, this website is. Such as. Oh, here we go. iOS. Bloodstroke. In Fear I Trust. Another Case Solved. Jelly Love. Modern Command. Come on, there's something. Oh, iPad. Yeah, I don't exactly know. I swear it used
They
to.
have a big title, which is none of these.
I know, but where.
Hot Wheels World Best Driver.
I swear it used to be Cut the Rope.
No, that was that's that Russian company. Anyway, does it really matter?
I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just hoping to, bring the wisdom just now. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this next app, not because I think it's very good, But because when I was researching games, I was like,
you nuts.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. When I was researching games, you play with a lot of stuff, and there are a lot of games that I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is cool enough to pass along. I don't think many of you are gonna get anything out of it. But sometimes you find an app that's so horrible that it's almost worth talking about because I need to make sure that you all know not to install it.
We had that Electronic Arts Dungeon Keeper. That was one.
There you go. Today, it's Angela the Talking Cat.
Oh, everybody loves this.
I don't. Here's why.
Why?
Well, I'll show you.
Hi. Wanna play my special Sochi quiz?
Yeah, I do.
It's hot right now.
Okay.
And then you go, cool, okay.
That will be $5.
A warm-up. There's something unusual about Sochi as a city that's hosting Winter Olympics.
Warm winters.
It's warm enough to support palm trees year-round.
But that's not what people mostly use
What
the
makes
quiz for.
Sochi Olympic gold medals unlike any other Olympic gold medals? A. They contain real...
Meteorite. Oh, they have a meteorite in them.
All the Olympic gold medals do. It's not that what makes them so out of...
Then you can give her a present. And then you have to buy it.
Oh, that's
it's so
terrible.
dumb.
But
Or she takes a little chocolate and she eats it.
isn't this a voice changer
Remember,
mostly?
if you play with a cat, you shouldn't mind her scratch.
That's profound.
And then I'm supposed to like
Pepe
share
Le
that
Pew?
profound little thing.
Oh, this is crap.
And now if I do this, oops. Oh, and then I get an ad. Great, okay.
Plus, they couldn't be bothered to hire an actor to do the cat voice?
Yeah,
They had to
right?
synthesize it?
If I do this enough, she gets mad.
Stop that. You'll scare the birds away. This is for 4-year-olds.
Isn't it awful?
Oh, it moves and squeaks. How cool.
I hate
Is
it.
that sarcasm in a game?
Hi.
3. How much is a Sochi gold
I
medal
mean,
actually
what
worth?
is this?
Whatever
She's not
it
even
takes to
very
get it.
cat-like.
B. Around $550. C. At least 6 camels per gram of gold.
Well, there's only one reasonable answer. Plus, they put the dollar sign on the wrong side of the number. This is
Horrible.
what you call crapware.
It's the price for 520.
So this is kind of interesting. So right here, the one thing is like, if you were a kid or something,
Yeah.
you were supposed to, position yourself, and then, okay, if you nod or shake or smile or show your tongue, she's supposed to understand that, right?
Well, so she's looking at you too?
Yeah, because the...
Wait, I'll just insert some fur balls into my ears.
What?
Stick your
Angela,
tongue out.
Be quiet.
Stick your tongue out.
I'm trying. This is for the good of the show.
Keep smiling. It suits you.
You're not smiling. She's sticking her tongue out, you nitwit.
Is that a genuine smile?
No, it's her tongue.
Oh, come on, freaking
She's worse than that guy on
hater.
Justified,
It's the same people as Talking Tom.
which is good.
Is it?
Well,
I mean, at least you can
kids
tell
like
it
it.
what you wanted to say,
Kids
and then
like it,
everyone
and it
laughs.
says it, yeah.
This is like the same thing, but it's all ad-based and confusing. I will say,
you're just disappointed because you wanted a
I
cat.
knew you'd come back.
I wanted a cool
Sarah,
one.
do you like animals?
Yes.
Shh, be quiet, Angela. If you go into your set...
Really? You're going to show us more about this?
Have you had enough? The one thing I will say is there is child mode, which turns off all of the in-app purchase
Oh,
stuff.
that's nice. That's good.
So that's, as a parent, I was going to be like, let this be a warning to you all. This is a dangerous app.
Yeah.
There's, not much to it. But I thought it was one of the crappiest things I'd seen in a while.
It's actually one of the featured apps on the new Nokia X phone.
Oh, well.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Would you? No, who doesn't love Disney?
I love Disney
This is
for
called
the most part.
Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion. $10. So
What?
I do warn you, it is expensive, and your kid's going to come to you and want to play it. It's another platformer with the Disney label on it. And Sega, too, apparently. Yeah. I hate the long intro. I've already been playing this game, right? And for some reason, it's decided I should see all of this.
Castle of Illusion.
Version 1.0, published by Disney Mobile.
Ominous and terrifying, the castle stood out.
It's a pretty typical platformer. The only thing that's cool is you get to be Mickey.
The castle of
And the
illusion
graphics actually are pretty
was
good.
Miserabel's twisted playground of trickery and peril. Nothing there was as it seemed.
Oh, I'm already trapped. Oh! Ha! Ha! I wish Mickey did that. Shouldn't Mickey go, ha ha ha? Oh, there he goes.
Well, he kind of did. Woohoo.
Oh, I hate this game already. I can't get up on the platform. Oh, damn, I hate that.
Well, do you think it's $10 just because it's a Disney thing?
Yeah, $10 goes to the Walt Disney Fund for the Walt Disney family. Are you fine? Anyway, I've gotten farther than this, as you know if you saw the pregame. There
you go. Oh, you almost got it. You
I
almost
know.
got it.
Every time I get up there, I run off of it.
So, would you say that this is...
I think a kid who plays platformers will love it.
Because you've never been very good at those. Whew, take a little breather.
Take a breather.
Hey.
Oh, come on,
come
Mickey.
on.
I hate you.
Oh, Mickey.
This has got to frustrate people watching at home more than I hate to admit it. All right.
Go get the gem. Yay. Yay.
Now there's a little bit
Now
more
you're getting
gameplay.
it.
Here we
Now
go.
you're getting it. Whoa.
Oh, I just got that tin soldier, but you know what? I need him because I have to jump on his head to get to that other. Oh, come on. Let's get some oomph. Boing. Boing. There we go. Oh, that
Oh,
was
see,
tough.
you're not so terrible. Pretty good.
And now we're going to go into the Castle of Illusion. Graphics are good. If you're good at platformers, actually, you probably
Into the castle entryway
enjoy this.
strode the mouse with the heart of a great lion, though his knees felt more like those of a frightened kitten.
Aw.
Oh, Mickey.
Aw. Aw.
This actually is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's well done. I'm not good
Better
at
be
platformers.
for 10 bones.
Why do they charge so much?
It seems a little outlandish.
Well, but on the other hand, no in-app purchases, so, you know.
Yeah,
You can give this to a kid with impunity and not worry about
right. Let
the
him
fact
play.
that the kid's gonna, yeah. Whoa! Which door should I take? Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? I guess I have to go to this one. Music's
I wonder
good.
what's behind this door.
I like
I
it.
don't
They have
know.
Mickey's voice.
That's cute.
You're paying for the brand.
Enchanted Forests.
Act
Yeah,
1.
so $10 for something that's
Mickey crossed
for a Mickey
Lots
fan.
of gameplay.
emerged once again
Let me ask you
into the
this.
forest. But it was
Are
changed
little kids
somehow.
Mickey fans still?
This wasn't
Oh, I
the
hope
castle
so.
of wood
But like,
he
it's
remembered.
not like are there Mickey cartoons? I mean, unless you're at Disneyland or Disney World, what kind of part of the Disney experience is really Mickey based anymore? You know?
There's got to be
It's like, it's
somewhere
all, it's,
people still love Mickey.
Well, I mean, I do. But you know, I also used to like Fantasia. So that's a whole different, like,
I
kids
know.
don't like that
kids,
anymore,
do kids
they?
like Mickey anymore?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, I'm trapped. So, unfortunately, if you fall in this pit, you never can get out.
Oh.
No, I don't know. That's not true.
Yes, it's quicksand actually, and
Yeah,
he dies
and he
slowly
dies
but
a
surely.
slow and agonizing
There
death.
you go.
Which is what the kids today really enjoy.
You are not terrible at this game.
Yes, I am.
You're a quick learner.
Oops. Grab the rope. Whoops.
Get it, Mickey.
Whoa!
All right, that's enough of
Come
that.
on, Cherry.
See, this is what happens. We do a game theme, and then both
And
of us
Leo plays games.
have such a hard time. There you go. Keeping to task on the show that it ends up just being sort of this weird watch us while we play games, which, by the way, I hear is very big on YouTube. So maybe we're doing something
this is
right.
the next big thing.
You just watch other people play games.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? I don't know. I don't understand the youth of America and beyond.
He always was in the annual apple throwing contest.
The annual apple throwing contest is at that time of year again.
Almost.
Look forward to that all year long.
Almost. Apple throwing contest. All right, so that's
Castle of Illusion.
Castle of Illusion. I think we ended on a good note. I certainly didn't want to end on Angela the Talking Cat.
That was pretty. But see that. But okay, there you go. There's a difference, right? Something with a lot of thought's been put into. It costs money, but
Yeah.
you know, let's be realistic. $10 for a game is not. It's a lot on an iPad, but it's not a lot in the real world.
Right.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's like renting a movie,
Exactly.
but you know, but then you get to keep it. All right, for the links to any of the apps that we just mentioned, you can always go to twit.tv/IPT. That is our web address. Did you know about that? .tv/IPT. It's where all of our show notes live. Every episode that we do, we put it up there. We find the episode that you may have missed. By the way, a couple weeks ago, a lot of you guys were a little bit worried that something had happened to the show because we had missed a week.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know.
I should have sent each and every one of you a note.
And a box of
Handwritten note.
chocolates. And a handwritten note.
Chocolate dipped fruit.
And chocolate dipped fruit as well.
Because, golly.
I think your dog is
He's looking for some.
throwing up in front of us.
No,
Thank
he's
you.
not.
Thank you for that.
He heard
did.
Mickey was here.
He walked in and did this
go-
weird, and then he walked away. He has hairball issues. You know, why not, right? Why not add a hairball to the show? Yes.
Oh,
What?
Yoda says, of course, the answer to Tengami, I know.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear it, Yoda.
Let's hear it.
You're so smart. You backwards talking little
Say it. Don't spray
Muppet.
it. Cause I'm ready. You little Muppet.
answer I know. You are entrapped.
You think you're so smart.
Out of this you cannot get.
He's
Well,
gone.
Now you just
He's gone.
You just say
Yoda
that.
X17. Thanks. Come on, Yoda. Come on. We're talking to you.
We're talking to you, man. You want to be real time? Get real.
Sarah, you must do or not. There is no try.
I don't want to do it anymore. I don't care anymore. Yoda has been scared away. Whatever.
Past the stuck point you will.
How?
What's stuck point? You know what? No, we're not doing this anymore.
I
We've
think he's
moved on.
lying.
I
Yoda's
think-
a liar.
I think he just wanted to talk.
Okay. Ching dong. Bong ding dong.
So if you are wondering,
Gosh, you know we have 3 ads in this show and we haven't yet done one.
well, it's time.
Maybe
Let's
the
start.
time would be now.
Yeah.
To stop playing games and get serious. Somebody in the chat
I'm
room said,
ready.
Yoda, they're calling you Muppet Up, man. Our show today brought to you by iPad today, by Audible.com, and by iPad today.
I mean, we're doing it. We're bringing it to you.
Do you
You're
know?
welcome.
Did you see? Have you seen? Did you know? We did this great book.
Oh yeah.
You were in the other. You were just over there listening.
I was right.
We
I
did
was right
Daniel
behind you.
Suarez's new book, Influx, and he brought with him the guy who reads the book on Audible.com, Jeff
He was
Gerner.
so good.
And in person, if you haven't seen Triangulation for this week, go out and get it. In person, he read a part of the book. It was amazing to watch. And this is what I love about Audible. Audible is all about bringing a book to life with great readers who are wonderfully talented. You asked for chocolate-covered fruit. Would you like some?
Yes, I would.
Okay, we can get you some.
Apparently, it looks like this. What in the world is happening?
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, it is.
I think I need to have a marshmallow too.
Oh my.
I know my son's already.
Oh, Ozzy, no.
Ozzy, no
Nothing you
chocolate
like
for
in
you,
there.
little Papillon.
What do you think?
Well, this show has derailed in a big
and
way.
would you no, get down? You want what do you want? Take one.
Something that
Take a
has.
chocolate covered strawberry first.
Those are really
I
good.
know. I want one of those. Those.
I
they
think,
look like
Sarah, really you should just eat the
marshmallows.
kale that's all around it. That would be better
There
for you.
you go.
Be quiet,
You
Leo.
want one, Leo?
No, thanks. I'm trying to do an ad
What's
here.
that? Is that ice cream? Oh yeah, baby. Forget that. That's
Okay,
a
come
nice
here.
one.
It's a chocolate covered banana.
Anyway, Daniel Suarez was here with his new book, which is fabulous, Influx. And it is on Audible. Came out, and this is one of the things I love about Audible. Audible has become so successful. They now have 150,000 titles at Audible.com. And when a new book comes out, a big bestseller like this, day that the book comes out, the audiobook comes out. So you can listen. You're never left out. And when Jeff Gerner reads this book, it comes alive. just, you know, if you don't believe me, watch Triangulation. Better yet, get this book absolutely free. All you have to do is go to audiblepodcast.com/iPad today. You'll be signing up for the gold account. That's a book a month. And I think it's a great place to start. The nice thing is your first 30 days are free. Your first book is free. You can cancel anytime in that first 30 days and you won't pay anything, but the book is always going to be yours to keep. Influx is one of many, many great choices, 150,000 plus titles. audiblepodcast.com/iPad today. We love it. We know you will love it too. And, of course, we thank them for their support and the chocolate-covered fruit.
The Audibles gave us this?
Actually, I think it's from Daniel Suarez.
Oh.
I may be wrong.
Yeah, so that episode of Triangulation was the one that Leo was talking about. It was really, really interesting.
And you were sitting there and you heard Jeff, and it comes to life, doesn't it?
Oh, he was doing like
amazing.
4 different characters.
Beautiful.
And what's funny is you don't really think about it because you're usually not watching the narrator. That's the nice thing about the Audible books, where they do a bunch of different voices, because he has his narrator voice that's similar to one of the characters, and then he goes totally off the rails, and he's got some other characters, got an accent. It's really
wonderful.
fun.
Yeah, it was really
a lot of fun.
Thing. audiblepodcast.com/iPad today.
So, did you hear that Apple is suing the Chinese government over a Siri patent dispute? This is one of the weirder ones.
So it's not somebody suing Apple over Siri, it's Apple suing the Chinese government? Did they say that they stole Siri?
Apple has slapped a patent lawsuit against China's State Intellectual Property Office.
Wow.
Apparently, Apple says that it's a government agency, did not invalidate a patent from a Chinese company.
Oh, I see.
This is according to a publication called Xinhua.
That's the Chinese news agency, actually.
Yes. So Apple says that Shanghai's Zaizen network technology developed software similar to Apple's own Siri, and China let them do it. So Apple says, okay, well, we're going to.
That's probably a
hit you with
peculiarity of Chinese law, because normally what you would do if somebody infringes on a patent, you go and you sue them. But it's suing the government because they awarded the patent might be something that you have to do because it's Chinese law. That's interesting, though. And not surprising. You can imagine China's notorious for this, the amount of patent infringement that goes on. They have in the past, I think that its climate's starting to change, taken a very relaxed attitudes towards patent and copyright infringement. You go to a Chinese, in fact I did this when I was in Beijing a few years ago, you go to the Chinese department store in Beijing, in the basement, they've got every DVD, every movie ever. They're all pirated.
Yeah.
But you would never know it. I mean, you look at it, they have the art on the cover, the whole thing. I mean, they do a beautiful job, and this is completely tolerated. I know many tech companies have complained in the past. The same thing happens with software. I do think China's correcting that, though, because they're starting to become part of the world community.
It sounds like they've got quite a bit of a dispute that goes back a few years.
Wow.
Apple and Zaizen. Apple was sued by Zaizen last year.
Oh, boy,
that company complained that Siri was copying its own Xiao iRobot software that was patented in 2004. So
we don't know who's at fault.
This is one of those stories that could go on forever.
Yeah.
All right, we got an email from Chris, who's got a little bit of an Ask Leo question for you. Chris says he uses Tweetbot, as do we, for Twitter client of choice.
Love it.
He says Tweetbot, though, will turn off podcasts or any audio that you have streaming automatically when I click a video GIF in Tweetbot. Is there a setting that would either prevent that from happening or provide a prompt asking if I want to turn off what is playing in the background? I don't think there is one, because I believe it's app by app based, because...
Well, you can turn off sounds in this. You can, in the settings, and I don't know if this would work, but Tweetbot's very noisy.
Yeah.
Which we like. It makes all sorts of little tweets and sounds.
But not everybody wants that.
But it does say there are notification sounds, but it also says play no sound. So first thing I would do is go into the settings and say, I don't want to hear any sound at all. Of course, the iPad is responding to a request from Tweetbot saying, I want to take over the audio channel.
Right.
What he's pointing out is it's not a real movie. It's just an animated GIF.
I think what he's saying, though, is anything that ends up being open in Tweetbot will override whatever audio you have playing. But that doesn't, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, right?
It's normal behavior. You can't have
Yeah.
two, you don't want to have two things playing at once. I would just say turn off all sounds and see if that helps. I don't know. And to be honest with you, it's never bothered me because I don't watch a lot of video. Let's see if I can find some video on here and see if it plays the audio back once I've turned off sounds. That would be the test. Tweetbot has done, here we go. Tweetbot has done a good job. Oh, but see, I was pulling up YouTube, so that's not a good example. What he's pointing out is that inline, if there's an animated GIF, it's inline. And these are all, we'll just have to play with it. I don't know. Try that, turn off sounds.
All right, yeah, see how it goes.
That's normal.
Chris
That's
in
normal.
Pittsburgh.
We were talking about it before. You're using the turn-by-turn directions.
Yep.
And you're listening to music. You want the music to at least pipe down so you can hear the directions. That's the normal behavior on the iPad.
Agreed. Okay, here's another Ask Leo. It's a double whammy this week.
Oh,
We've got
boy.
a lot of questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Rick says, what options do you suggest for voice dictation of emails managed with the Gmail iPad app? Because Google offers very good voice dictation for its search engine,
Right.
but hasn't built it into Gmail itself.
So you have to use the built-in iPad.
Yeah, which I don't think is so
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah. I dictate texts here and there, like if I'm in the car or for whatever reason, I can't look down and type. And I still feel like I've got to give it a second look before I send it out, but most of the time I feel like it gets it close enough.
Now, it's been a while. There is one difference, I think, when you dictate with Siri, and I guess it's Siri that you're using. You dictate, and then you hit done, and then it comes back with a paragraph of text.
Correct.
The Google dictation, in some cases, is a little better, I think, because it types as you talk.
Yeah.
So you could see what's going on, and you could stop and fix it. And so maybe he's saying, I wish I had that feature. I agree with you. I don't think the accuracy is too different between the two. But it is true that you don't know what Siri's going to give you until you press the done button, and then it gives you the whole paragraph.
And I guess for something like Gmail, where you might be dictating paragraphs at a time, it's so nice to see the words populating as you move along.
It is nice.
Because if you have a little error, then you just stop and fix
Right.
that and then continue.
You would think that Google, since they do build it into the search app, would build it into the Gmail app, but apparently not. Now, there is an answer to this, which is, I believe, and let me try it. I can go to Gmail on the web and do this. Let's see. It wants me to get the app. Maybe I can't. Couldn't you, in the search app, go to gmail.com? Maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't let me. And then dictate from there. That might be a workaround. No, see, it doesn't want me to do that. It says, you really shouldn't be going to the website. You really should get the app. Oh, wait a minute. Or go to the mobile site. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's try it. Let me write you a message and just see what happens. See if what does it use for dictation? Hi, Sarah Lane. No, it's using the Siri dictation. It's the same Siri dictation.
Yeah, they call it voice dictation, but it's all the same thing.
Yeah, it's the Siri engine. And let's press
the
done.
inside.
And until you press done, you don't know what you've done. And then it thinks, and it says, hi, Sarah Lane. No, it's using the Siri dictation. Unless Christiana, I don't know who that is. And you press done. And see, one of the things it did is, I said no, N-O, and it said no, K-N-O-W. And that's the kind of thing you'd like to fix right away.
Yep.
And in Google's dictation, you can't. So even when you're using the Google search app and the Gmail web mobile app, you still get the Apple dictation.
And I don't really see that changing.
No.
Because no, it just doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't even in our rundown, but while you were talking about dictation, I lost interest and I decided to go into the App Store updates.
My, did you take honesty pills today?
It's just a little late in the day,
Oh, okay.
But no, I'm kidding. But Tumblr actually is an app that we have not talked about in a long time.
I love Tumblr.
I love Tumblr too, and I love the iPad app a lot more than I like the web experience, just because I've always thought it's very nice. Something that's new with any Tumblr post, if I just go ahead and say,
Isn't that cute?
all right,
Oh,
gonna be,
it's just so great.
It's very nice. Next.
Oh, you're not logged into your Tumblr. That's why.
Crap. All right, hold on.
Oh, do 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 dee. Do dee oh do 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 ba dee ba da. Dee ba da do.
What could my password be?
Wonder
You
what
never
happened to
know
that
anymore
chocolate-covered
these days.
fruit that was here during my commercial.
That was real good.
Now would be a good time.
Chocolate-covered banana. Okay, I'm in. All right, so if I go ahead and say, I'd like a new text message, and I've decided, hi world, is the name of it. Now, if I say I'm with Leo. Okay, there you are, because I know what you look
that's awesome.
like. Yeah, so it's quick hyperlinking of
Now,
people
when you
who are
post
other
that,
Tumblr members.
It will be a link back to my Tumblr.
Yes.
Very neat.
And if you so desire, you will get a push notification saying you've been mentioned in Sarah Lane's post.
You know what? That explains why I get all those notifications. That's cool.
And that, but this is new.
New.
Yeah.
So, what do you use Tumblr for? Is it like?
So if you go to saralane.tumblr.com, I do very few posts. It's usually just like dumb animated GIFs of things that I think
Mostly
are funny.
pictures for me too.
Yeah. But I go
Do you
to my
reblog or do you create new
Sometimes.
stuff?
Sometimes.
If you see something cool on Tumblr, you go, I got to add that to my.
I used to use it for, that's the last thing that I posted, which was not a while ago, it's a rapper waterfall.
Oh,
that I thought was
wow.
pretty cool. Yeah, and then there's me and Lil Bub, and that's Ginger Cast, because I like that little show.
So you reblogged that one?
Yeah, I mean, almost all of this stuff is not, oh, look, no, wait, go back, Brian. Look, the kitty knows how to pat a cake. 1, 2,
Lord.
yay! I mean, I could watch it all day. Never seen anything so cute.
That is pretty amazing.
It's so cute. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, that's the gist of what I'm doing for the most part.
I love Tumblr, though. What an easy way to make a website. It does seem to be mostly image-based. It doesn't seem to be a lot of text. I follow some people, though. Fred Wilson, the venture capitalist, who will post a new song every day from one of his favorite bands. There's a lot of music on his stream. There's great astronomy pictures. Science, I follow Joe Izzo. He has a science Tumblr that is really great. So I find it very inspirational to check my Tumblr from time to time.
Tumblr has gotten a lot better about, because I mostly read other people's content on my dashboard. But Tumblr has gotten a lot better about discovery and exploring a variety of topics. You've got trending blogs. These are people who are popular for whatever reason. Or you can say something like, I'm looking for iPad stuff. I don't know, anything that's tagged iPad. And then you can get content that's tailored exactly for you. So these are blogs that are about iPad specifically, or you get little iPad jokes, whatever it might be. I don't know who
That's
that
a drawing on an iPad.
Ooh, that's pretty
pretty
cool.
good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really
Using
really
Zed.
good. I love that. Z drawing, DJ Zed. Yeah, so it's like you get all sorts of great ideas this way.
Wait a minute, go back. This was on the background of every iPad in the store.
That's funny.
Some kid took a really funny picture and just put it as the wallpaper everywhere.
I've always wanted to do that, and
That's
I'm afraid that they'll
great.
kick me out before I get there.
Sarah Lane, that's your picture.
I know. Anyway, so that's Tumblr. That's if you don't have a Tumblr, then now might be a good time
It's all free.
to start.
Owned by Yahoo.
Yeah,
now.
it's completely free. It is owned by Yahoo, and I still think the iPad app is one of the best out there. Are you ready for a duh tip before we do our second ad?
Yeah.
All right. So this one comes from. This is actually, somebody forwarded this to us. It was a tip in the New York Times. An iPad, well, they didn't call it a duh tip, but that's exactly what it is, which I wouldn't go to the New York Times for necessarily. So here's how you can manually rearrange the iPad apps on a home screen alphabetically. Are you excited?
Alphabetically? I didn't think you could do that.
So if you go into settings,
Okay.
and then into general,
Okay.
the collection of general settings appears on the right half of the screen. Scroll down to reset at the bottom of the list.
Oh, wait a minute. That makes me nervous.
I know. You have to tap reset and then tap reset home screen layout.
Okay.
Then it says your home screen might be
Factory
set back to
defaults.
factory defaults. Then you say, yeah, do that.
I'm not going to do it. You know why?
Because you don't want to.
I spent a lot of time folders, organization, page 1, page 2.
Yeah.
So that's
So
what
you-
it'll do. It'll delete everything and just put it all in alphabetical order.
Exactly.
Yeah, all
You
right.
can choose to do that. After you tap the reset button, if you were to do that, when you press the iPad's home button to leave the settings area, then you see the default apps
Right.
for the iPad on the first home screen. And if you flip to the next screen, all of your downloaded and purchased apps are now in alphabetical
That's pretty
order.
cool.
I don't hate the idea of that.
No.
It would be a really good way to organize stuff, because then it's like if you know the name of your app, then you find it eventually. Yeah. But I use, well, you know, honestly, I was about to say I use a lot of folders, but with
I don't know if you'd lose folders. I'd have to try that. You might not. But I have a home page that is the stuff I use all the time, a second page that is stuff categorized, you know, a certain way, and I just don't want to lose that organization because it's really a pain to set up all over again.
Well, you know what would be great is if the whatever you named a folder, for example, I have a photo folder and a music folder, if those go alphabetic, that's great. But factory defaults don't sound like folders to me.
You think all folders are gone and it's just alphabetical?
I would say so. It's a factory default, right? The folders aren't there by default. So anyway, this is, again, it's a tip that came from an article in the New York Times. We will have that in our show notes as well.
Good. Very handy.
Yeah.
Not really a duh tip. I would never have thought
I guess not. Yeah, it's more of an intermediate tip.
Our show today brought to you by I99 Designs, the world's largest graphic design marketplace. I think we've picked a hoodie design. So here's what we did, and this is what you could do too. If you need great graphic designs, could be, you know, anything from your landing page on Facebook to your homepage on the web to a logo, a T-shirt. If you're a restaurant, a menu, even things like car wraps. We wanted to do a hoodie. So we don't have, you know, we have some very good designers here, but man, there's 283,233 designers at 99 Designs. All you do is you set up a contest. You say, I'm looking for a hoodie design. We got hundreds of designs submitted. Picked 5. We actually ended up buying 5 of them because we want to use them for other things. We like them so much. But we then had a vote, which we asked our viewers to vote on, and we picked a hoodie design, and I love it. And the whole thing cost us $199. 99 designs. A new logo starts at $299. Look at that. 65 designers have submitted 255 entries for this medical software developer box view. I mean, this is really incredible. No limit to what you can get designed. Boost your brand's visibility with a T-shirt. Drive more traffic with a sleek new banner ad, a landing page. All the projects start at just one. Actually, not all, but some of the projects start at just $199. Of course, you know they're fair prices. That's why there's so many designers there. And your happiness is always guaranteed 100%. Here's the deal: if you go to 99, that's 99designs.com/iPad today, you'll get a free $99 power pack of savings. Free. A power pack gives you more designer time and attention. Your 99 design contest will be bold, highlighted, featured in their marketplace. You will get probably as much as twice as many designs. 99designs.com/iPad today. We thank them so much for their support and for those great designs. Wait till you see the hoodie. I guess we're going to do that pretty soon. We'll let you know.
I'm excited.
It's got a beautiful Twit logo down there.
I've got my old Twit hoodie that just says Twit across the chest.
It turned out that the big letters were graphically, people liked that, so we have this time it's Twit going down.
Vertical.
It's really those are the 5 we bought, and we had a vote among them, and the winner was that one Design C vertical. So really, thank you to the designers at 99 Designs who submitted those.
I can't wait to pass
great?
people on the street and have them all go, what's that mean, little lady?
And then, do you like the? Can you show the steampunk one, Brian? That was really pretty cool too. There's some really interesting designs we got. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that one. Kind of cool. Show the back, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that cool? It's like the Twit logo.
But we're not doing it. We didn't go with that one.
We're gonna do it for a T-shirt.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like that one.
We bought it.
That's fun.
Loved it.
Yeah.
That was unexpected. We got so many good designs, and we liked 5 of them so much we bought all 5 of them. That was great. 99designs.com.
Yay, 99designs.com/iPad today. Yeah. All right, so Paul wrote in and said, I've been using an app for a bit to send my iPad screen over video conferences. I thought this was something that you also might like for your show. It's called Airserver at airserver.com. A standard license is $14.99. A bulk license is $3.99 each for 10 packs. But what it does is it turns your Mac or PC into an AirPlay device. So you can put multiple iOS screens on one display and even record those screens In fact, he says maybe you would want to use that as opposed to like an over-the-shoulder camera, for example.
So it's an app for a Mac or a PC that runs on the Mac or the PC, and suddenly the Mac or PC is like your television set. It's an AirPlay receiver.
Yes.
That's interesting.
So you throw whatever's on your iPad onto the receiver using this software.
And he says he can get multiple iPads on a single screen.
Yeah, on one display. And then
Wow,
he says,
that's
and that can be something that you record as well.
Right.
He says, I use the program to share iPad screens over video chats, or when I'm giving presentations. He's in a Mac user group. He says, if you want me to demo for you, please feel free to reach out, blah, blah. And then he says, I'm not connected to Airserver. I'm just a huge fan of the software, and I love Twit. I think that, you know, it's funny. When we first decided to produce iPad Today, we thought a lot about, well, what's the best use of our iPad screens, because you want to see those regularly as well as us, and the over-the-shoulder stuff made the most sense for us because then you could see our hands.
We tried. I mean, we have an Apple TV connected to our switcher, and we could, even today, I could say, well, I'm going to AirPlay this screen, but then when you don't see the hand and stuff happens, it doesn't help you understand what's going on.
Yeah, there's a disconnect thing happening.
If we were just showing, you know, PowerPoint presentation or a keynote presentation or Prezi or something like that, that'd be fine. But we want to show the software and show scrolling and often show tips and stuff. And so you really need a finger. It's so much better than a finger than if this just did it without any finger present and just kind of magically did it. So
even sometimes, you know, every once in a while I'll find an app and somebody's done a nice little walkthrough video on YouTube or whatever. And so I watch it, and a lot of folks who are pulling the video clean off the iPad, it's like, I
don't get
know.
it.
Yeah,
what are you touching? I don't know what you're doing.
It's difficult for me.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Paul. Thank you very much. That is airserver.com. If anyone's using it besides Paul, let us know. And in fact, Paul, if you have any like cool videos of how Airserver works really well, I'd love to see them. iPad Today.
I'm intrigued by
Twit.tv.
the multiple iPads on a single screen. I think
If that's
kinda
something that
interesting.
you can demonstrate when that works out well, that would be cool.
Of course, you have to be on the same network for that to work. That's, you know, it's not for like sharing a screen across the country. It's you all have to be in the same room.
Right.
To do
Right. All right. So Monkey123 says, this is actually this fits in nicely. Gazelle is not a sponsor of our show, but this is.
Actually, they are today.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, in like 2 seconons. All right, so how about this?
As a matter of fact. But don't let that influence your editorial judgment.
Don't listen to me. No, actually, I actually didn't know that. I thought, well, whatever. Monkey123, I don't know what your real name is, says, I purchased, that's
so weird because that's my password. That is so weird.
Oh my gosh, but it like totally wasn't you that emailed?
Isn't that weird?
You guys are besties. So this person wrote in and said, I purchased an iPad Air. I'm selling my previous iPad to Gazelle. I would like to do a backup before I send it off, but the question is, do I choose the restore option for my new Air, or do I leave everything in the cloud and then just download each app and each picture as I come across a need for them?
You can't. Can you?
Yes, you can.
Pictures, maybe. Apps?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you could,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
Because it has a little puffy cloud with a down arrow.
That's right.
On everything that you ever did and cared
Everything.
about.
So, yeah, so
Of course you could.
Let me think
In fact, I recommend that.
I do too. That's what I did with this last iPad. I had been restoring from an iCloud backup, basically to replicate what the previous iPad was like for the last however many generations of iPads. And finally with this one, it was like, I've just got too many iPads. Obviously for this show, we download hundreds of apps that we may or may not really ever use again. I didn't need them. So I feel like every once in a while, it's kind of fun because sometimes I'll be searching for an app. Gosh, let's see if I can remember one that I used to have that I don't anymore.
We all have, I would guess, apps, music, photos that are in the cloud, but not on our device.
Exactly. Okay, so look, by the way, cut the rope, Chilingo.
Chilingo, okay. There you go.
Yep. I was wrong.
You were right, I was dumb.
So this is the perfect example of iCloud knows that I've downloaded this before, so it's mine if I want it.
And you get a little puffy cloud with a downward
and it
arrow.
reminds me, oh, you have this already.
Right.
So, and you know, it's as easy as pie, and you don't have to go through the password process again because it's yours. And I think that that's probably your best bet. It'll at least make having your new iPad up and running that much quicker. And then it's sort of just like a, you know, just a as you need it.
That only works if you're backing up to iCloud as opposed to backing up to your computer.
Right.
And of course, the fastest way to restore is to back up to your computer and restore from your computer. But that will restore everything. And I think it's right. On a new device, it's not a good idea to just reinstall everything.
Yeah.
Unless you've been really good all along about deleting stuff you didn't use. Here's an opportunity to narrow it down to just the stuff you need. I think it's a good way to do it.
It worked for me. In fact, when we were talking about all the folders on our homepage, I was like, oh yeah, wait, no. I don't have those anymore because I was keeping things simple.
But that's the disadvantage, isn't it? You lose the organizational stuff you did.
But
Or do you?
Well, there were so many apps that I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I've got my cooking folder, my photo, my music, and everything else is kind of, yeah, there's only so many. There's only so many I need. All right, we got yet another, actually this is a video. And Brian, if you want to play the video, he didn't actually narrate it during the video, but he sent an email that it describes what he's doing. If we're watching this, he says, many third-party apps allow you to import photos from your shared photo streams.
Right.
The ones that you create apart from the main photo stream as though they were albums local to your iPad.
Oh, that's interesting.
However, if you choose a photo that you haven't viewed in a while, only a very low-res thumbnail version is stored in the cache on your iPad, and that's what the app will import the first time. But he says when this happens, assuming that you have an internet connection, simply wait a few seconds and then re-import it, and the first import will have triggered iOS to download the higher res version in the background. And then he says he's demoing this for us inside an app called PhotoFi, which I'm not familiar with. Even though we just did photo apps, I still don't know this one.
So this is clever. So now he has the full resolution version.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't, that's a kind of a clunky way to get the higher version photo, to have to do it twice. But if that's something that you're running into on a shared photo stream, you don't want to use the crappy low-res version. Have you ever had that happen? See, I stay away from PhotoStream in general on iOS because I know that it's not the full res version.
I share my iOS account with lots of people, and if I share my photo stream with those people, my mother would get mad.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going with that?
I think I hear what you're putting down.
I think it's important not to overshare.
Agreed, agreed. I'm learning more and more about that as I get older.
Yes.
Nobody wants to hear about it.
Can you?
Or
Sarah,
see it.
I love you, darling. You're my favorite daughter. But please, no more cat pictures, please.
Oh,
I
no.
beg
Well,
of
first
you.
of all, I'm her only daughter, and she likes cats even more than me.
Linnell says, give me more cats.
It works out well for us.
Share more photos of those cats
Linnell and I
high-fiving.
are just going to end up together talking about cats for the remainder of our days.
Grey Gardens, Little Edie,
Very
Big
much so.
Edie,
Very
forever.
much so. I watched that movie for the first time the other day.
Quite an interesting movie, isn't it?
Interesting pair of people, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Brian,
Mother and daughter.
what are we looking at right now, Brian? Just
Cats.
just
This is
slow-mo
from
cat
your
stuff?
Tumblr.
This is your Tumblr. You
Oh,
don't
really?
even remember
No, I don't,
this
but I love it.
because you were in a cat stupor when you posted it.
Well, but look how cute they are.
Slow-mo. There's nothing better. If there's anything better than cats playing, it's cats playing in slow motion.
Oh yeah, I liked it because they're like, it's like very ninja. It's very like Crouching Tiger stuff.
I think actually that second one they are on wires.
They are not.
Sure
They're just
they are.
cats.
No, they're wired.
No way.
There's no way you can do that in real life.
Cats do that. Cats do that. I'm telling you.
There was a funny GIF I saw the other day. A guy doing burpees, you know, where you get down on the floor, you jump, and then you jump back up. And for some reason, the cat thought he was playing. He was down on the floor. Cat jumped on his butt. Then he hiked it up, and the cat went. That's my kind of cat video.
What's the? Have you seen? Okay, just one more.
Okay, one more. Okay.
Okay. Have you seen the GIF? And I'm gonna call it that, where the cat walks by the guy in the hallway holding a balloon, and then the cat's like, "Brr," because he saw a balloon. No. Brian, you must know that one.
I haven't seen
It seems like a Brian special.
Oh, Lord.
It's really good. Cat balloon GIF.
Oh, Lord.
All right. In the meantime, I would like to remind all of you that we love getting your feedback. A lot of questions this week, which is great. Even if we can't answer them, it gives us all a chance to try to figure out some solutions together. If you have fixes for stuff, if you have feedback. Oh, yeah, here it is. Look at it.
Wait a minute. Is that a balloon?
It's like, why is that guy shirtless? I have so many questions. I just love that face. What?
That's a,
Balloon cat. I'm easily amused.
yeah.
iPad today at twit.tv is how you email us. You can leave us a voicemail at 757-504-IPAD. By the way, we have a little bit of backlogs of voicemails. I will get on it next time, I promise.
When she comes back from Miami in 3 weeks.
No, in just a few days. And I prefer that we call it my hammy.
My hammy?
Yeah. Moon over my hammy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should mention that
When are you going to be in Miami?
I leave on Thursday morning and I come back on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a quick, long,
yeah, so
long
anybody
weekend.
who's watching us live, you already know, but we're shooting the show a little bit ahead of time.
So we're going to get another rash of emails from people saying, I tuned in and you weren't there.
No.
You know what I'm going to do?
we're
I'm going to
not-
sit in this chair Monday at 1 o'clock looking at my watch for an hour.
11 a.m.
11, oh, well, there would be a problem right there.
11 a.m. is when you should sit.
I'm gonna come in here 11 a.m. and go,
We're going to roll the episode at 11 a.m.
Oh, so they will never know that.
So they're, it's not
They'll
a
never
secret or anything, but you're going to get your show. You're just getting it a little early, the live version.
Am I wrong? Is Sarah supposed to be here right? I'm just going to do this the whole time.
Yeah. Where is she? Has anyone FaceTimed her?
Would somebody call?
Would you FaceTime?
And find out?
What is her email?
Her cat answered.
Sarah at Comcast.net, maybe? I had to call Comcast here. Funny story. Comcast calls me and they're like, "You're past due on your Comcast bill." And I said, "Well, I haven't gotten any bill." And they said, "Well, you have email bills set up." And I said, "What email address are you using?" And they were like, Sarah Lane 127 at Comcast.net. I'm like, never heard of it. Who gave that to me?
Okay, the installer did.
Well,
the installer
thanks
sets
for
it up
nothing.
and gives you your new email address and password at the time. Did you have an installer? Or did they just ship you stuff?
Neither. I had all the equipment.
You just brought it over? Plugged it in? You did all your
You
stuff?
give them your address and they do everything remotely.
So you didn't have a human?
No. But somebody
That's
gave me
the
some
flaw
weird email.
in the system.
Well, there's
Right
a few
there.
flaws in the Comcast system.
Worst company in America, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Mighty
one of.
proud to say
I was
it.
like, Comcast, you basically just got me.
Even Grumpy Cat.
Even Grumpy Cat hates
Hates
Comcast. That's saying something.
Does anybody use their Comcast email address?
I see it around every once in a while.
Seems like that's a wasted resource, that we should just pool them all together and we could, I don't know, power Space Mountain at Disneyland or something. Just
And
take
just say,
all the
you know
unused.
What, you Comcast folks.
We're not going to use them, so why don't you have a roller coaster use them?
Sure, yeah. Let the roller coaster use the email addresses. That makes more sense.
There's something going on. There's a wasted resource here. Hey, did you know our show is brought to you by Gazelle?
Now I do. Now I do.
Unbelievable coinkydink. Gazelle's the place people like you and smart people like me go and sell their old phones, except that I haven't done it in a while, and now I have a pile of iPhones, iPads, iPods, Samsung and HTC and LG phones, Galaxy Nexus, Google tablets. All of this stuff is cash being wasted because I just haven't gotten around to it. Gazelle is so great. Here's the deal. You're guaranteed for 30 days the price. So even if you're not sure, maybe you're thinking, I'd like to get a new tablet, but I don't know, maybe I won't. Maybe this iPad. So just go and get a quote for your iPad 3, your iPad 2, your iPad 4. Get a quote. That's guaranteed for 30 days. You have 30 days now to decide what to do. And while you're at it, well, go in that drawer and see if there's some old stuff, phones and computers. $160 for the iPad, that old iPad. That's a good deal. This is like cash on the barrelhead. You're just wasting it. Once you figure it out and you got everything in there and you say, do I want it? Again, you have 30 days to decide. But at the end, at day 29, you push the button and they will send you a box, prepaid, so you can put all the stuff in the box. It'll get no postage charge to you. They'll even buy, by the way, broken iPhones. If you have broken stuff, they'll take it. Then, very quickly, they turn it around. Their data experts look at it. They do a couple of things. First, they check the condition. And I have seen many times, people have emailed me and tweeted me and said, I've never heard of a company doing this. They checked the condition. They said it was worth more than they thought, more than I said, and they gave me more money, which is pretty cool. If you forget to delete your data, don't worry. They'll take care of it for you. They're very good, very ethical company. And believe me, they have some very happy customers. More than $100 million to over 700,000 customers. 90% of Gazelle customers had an excellent experience. Excellent. They've traded in now 1.5 million devices. Gazelle.com. You can get cash, PayPal credit, or an Amazon gift card, and they even bumped that up 5%. So if you're an Amazon buyer, this is a really good deal. Free shipping. Most items qualify for a free box. Fast processing. No listing hassles. They do it for you. Gazelle.com. It's the easy, simple, fast way to sell your gadgets.
You know,
Going to the Olympics?
Nothing says Miami like a knit cap, you know? And that's why I thought this was the perfect
Cute.
fashion for my upcoming vacay.
Really good.
You are into Chicago, right? That's Chicago?
I'm the official court jester of the city of Chicago.
Wonderful. I've heard it's quite cold there.
18 below, somebody told us earlier today.
Yeah, we had some Illinois folks
They're
watching.
from Moline.
Well, I don't know.
I think the brim of your cap is twisted.
You do?
Yeah, do it the other way, because I believe that's the cap that has the twit call sign in Morse code. There you go.
I did not notice
Yeah,
that.
we don't want to go to Miami without your company's call sign in Morse code on it.
That's right. Is it
Actually,
upside down?
I don't know what's going on.
How does that work? Oh, I say, hold
I
on.
don't
Hold
know.
on.
It's
Gosh.
it's like a
You
condom.
know, every day is a
you can never put it
struggle
on
with you
right.
people. All right. Got it.
Never mind. Anyway,
Hey,
I'm
Miami.
going to Miami.
How's it going?
To
So-
wit.
This is the part of the show where Leo and I make ourselves look very foolish
Yes.
in honor of two apps that we think are cool.
As Richard says in the chat room, one of these hosts is cute.
I mean, I agree. It's a nice hat. Jester works well on you.
So these are our
Works well on you.
picks for the week.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, okay, so I mentioned sheet music earlier in the show, and I know sheet.
Oh, I thought you said sheep music.
Not sheet music. What would that be? No, so this is an app called Chromatic. I found it in the App Store, and this is actually kind of cool because what the idea behind the app is, for a limited time, you get the sheet music that is belongs to an artist, like the official sheet music that then you can use to play along with the instrument of your choice, and then you can record yourself whether you want.
I thought we were strange with our hats, but that is a weird album cover there, right there.
Oh, that's Lady Gaga. That's why.
Ah.
So if you wanted to, okay, so yeah, you got some Lady Gaga, you got some Lorde, Sublime, a guy named Luke Bryan, I don't know him. God, he looks like a guy I know. Demi Lovato, whatever. So okay, let's go ahead and say like let's go with Lady Gaga. So at this point, then the app is like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Here's the sheet music.
What?
Yeah.
Well, what? How does it know?
Well, because I picked it.
Did you look it up? Did it look it up?
No, it's like they have.
Oh, they only have songs that they have the sheet music for.
Well, they have a temporary license
Ah.
to basically let me have access to it.
Now, if you play the song, will it highlight the notes?
Well, what the idea is that if you play it, the idea is that you're supposed to
Play along.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, or sing along.
Or that. Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And even record yourself if you so desire. I did something earlier. I'm not going to show you.
Come on.
Nope, it was really bad.
That's why we want to see it.
Okay, stop it, Gaga. Stop it, Gaga. Gaga, you're so weird. You're just so weird.
She seems like she's just a nice person.
But so like you
What's
can.
that?
Well, it's a metronome. So if you're interested in playing along with something, let's say you want to play this song called Applause, right? You've got
So
some
this is really
metronome
aimed
options.
at the piano student and
Piano
the like.
student or guitar.
Yeah.
Let me show you the variety of instruments that you can choose from. Why can't I see that?
Oh, so it'll give you a different notation if you are using a different instrument? Will it do a tablature if it's a guitar or
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
instruments? Okay.
Yeah. So you can do guitar,
Oh, look at
piano,
that.
bassoon.
I'd like to know what the bassoon chart is for Lady Gaga's Applause.
Let's find
I
out.
doubt there is one,
Why?
because you couldn't play that on a bassoon.
How do you know? You can play it on a trumpet. You can play it. I don't actually really know what a bassoon is. Is it like a clarinet?
Yeah, kind of big.
It's a big
reed
wind instrument.
Windy reeds.
Wind reed.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, if I'm choosing,
I wish I could hear applause on the bassoon right now.
well, but you could. I mean, the sheet music is the same. You know what I mean?
Well, then why do you have to pick an instrument?
Well,
I think I beg to differ.
I guess you're right. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. I took piano for like a year once, and I didn't.
It looked just
work out
like that,
very
didn't
well.
it? It does look like piano music, yeah.
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 Prager quit it.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we've got
Applause. Now, does this cost money?
No.
That's a good deal.
Because again, you only have a limited time with these songs.
What,
it's
like
like 7
after-
days or something.
Oh, interesting.
And then it goes away, and then you get other stuff.
So this would be a good way to learn how to play Applause by Lady Gaga.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
Interesting.
see, that was this. I was doing a little.
Oh, come on. No,
I'm
you're
not-
teasing me.
I'm not singing
You were getting ready.
Royals in front
Really?
of any-
Lord's Royals?
Well, I was playing around. It's not ready for prime time.
I see it so bad.
Bet you do. So anyway, it's kind of a neat, it's a neat little.
Oh, that was, okay, so they're saying, Beard 57 saw that it was in the bass clef, so that was the chart for the bassoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's really neat. Tuba.
What's a
French horn.
euphonium?
Oh, euphonium is kind of like a little tuba, baby
Oh,
tuba.
neato. Let's see what
Yeah.
Luke Bryan looks like on the.
Euphonium.
Oh, I see. You can't do the euphonium for him. Well, what about the flugelhorn?
The flugelhorn, Chuck Mangione, feels so good. And there it is. You're right. That is a flugelhorn chart if I ever saw one.
Yeah, supposed to be played moderately fast. That's my kind of night. It's cool. I don't know. I like this stuff. I think it's kind of fun. So anyway, this is a completely free app, Chromatic. If you are musically inclined at all, I think this is just why not have this, because it doesn't cost you a penny, and you can play around with it.
Why the heck not?
And then again, you can record yourself. You can. It's like a fun practice thing with pop songs that you know, which I think is probably.
I think good
it's
incentive for
fun,
a young person.
Fun way
learning
to
an
practice,
instrument.
because
Yep.
when I was taking piano, I had to learn all this Bach, and I was like, ugh.
He's old.
He's so old.
Dusty.
I don't even get him.
Don't even get him. Too
No
many
way.
notes.
Too many notes.
Too many notes.
That was Mozart.
That's applause. It's just.
So what do
It's
you
so much
got?
easier to play.
What do you got?
So we use Dan. What's his name? Dan Pierks. Straw poll me all the time for votes. But you know, that's probably not a professional tool for doing votes and surveys. A lot of companies, including the school that I advise, the high school I advise, use a tool called SurveyMonkey. You've probably seen it on the web. SurveyMonkey just released an iPad app for creating surveys. It's free to create a SurveyMonkey account. They have paid accounts if you want to have more than 1,000 responses or whatever. But for a lot of people, Dan Dirk's program is very simple to use. This is even simpler. Let's create a survey. Now, one thing I really like about SurveyMonkey, because it's used so widely by so many people, they have templates for a lot of surveys in a lot of categories. Here's a K through 12 parent survey, market research template, university instructor evaluation template, neighborhood events template. So these make it very easy to create a survey in a lot of different categories. Look at all the categories here. Political survey and so forth. But let's say we want to do our own survey from scratch. We can come up with a question. What should we say? Should we make a multiple choice question? Sure. Do you like cats? I love, it says cast, but you know what? I think that it's just perfect the way it is.
Okay.
And you can have single select radio buttons. You can have
I
multi-select.
think you have to turn down your brightness a tiny bit. It's real
Keep
bright.
turning it
It's
down.
Real
It keeps turning it
bright.
up. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me. That's the magic of iOS 7. I can have other as an answer option. I can require an answer to this question. This is a great way to do surveys, to do questions, to add pages. I can have a logo, and then this goes out on the website. Okay, so you can refer people to a link at SurveyMonkey.com. They can take the survey online, and you can read the results of the survey on the iPad.
Oh.
So it is an iPad native way of checking information about your clients. You're doing surveys of customers or employees and that kind of thing. Now, we on our most recent survey, Jeff Needles is telling me we tried SurveyMonkey because this is probably the #1 survey tool used by companies nationwide, and we had a much more complicated if-then structure. So what did we use instead? I forgot, Jeff. Maybe Glenn knows. But for most people, SurveyMonkey is great, and because there's a free version that is really quite enough for a school teacher, fluid surveys we used instead. So that would be something to look at. But this is a free app, and SurveyMonkey has a free service, and for most people that will be sufficient. Highly recommended. Really a nice way to create surveys and see the results you see in the graph and that kind of thing. So not everybody wants to use straw poll, or maybe you have something more complicated. You want to do multiple choice. You want to have multiple possible answers.
Straw poll is just like
it's
a really
pretty simple.
Yeah. Get a tiny little snapshot. SurveyMonkey is
and it has the name
more robust.
word monkey in the name. And
SurveyMonkey.
Since my password's monkey123, how could I not love it?
It seems like the perfect app cap for you, and it's free. Survey people to your heart's content. You know, surveys are very important.
How else are you going to know?
Got to survey people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to guess. I'm going to survey people.
I'm going to survey you, Sarah Lane.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to eat more of those chocolate-covered bananas.
I've been dying to have one.
They were pretty good.
Yep.
But that does it for this edition of iPad Today. Thanks to everybody for watching and listening and telling your friends that you know of these two weirdos who do the show, and it's kind of about iPad apps, but they also wear these hats, and now you just gotta see it. Here's the link. That's all nice of you. Thank you for doing that. And we will see you next week on iPad Today. Oh.